Hi creatives, welcome or welcome back. My name is Michelle. So glad that you're here and that you've joined me today. And today we're talking about making 2025 our best year ever. I really think this is going to be a great year for so many of us, and I'm really excited to see what happens. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about how to make it your best year and just kind of inspire you a little bit to kind of get going if there's something that you've been wanting to do but you haven't yet started doing it yet. And I want to talk a little bit about what my plans and goals are for this year and what I'm going to concentrate on so that I can make this my best year ever. Because I think if you don't start with a plan and a goal, that it's going to be really hard for you to achieve anything because you won't have that kind of written out as a guideline for yourself to kind of keep yourself accountable. So I don't necessarily think you need to follow it to the T, because I think a lot of things do evolve over time and some things change depending on what you're doing, whether it's working or not, or whether you enjoy doing it or not, or you discover something new or a new way of doing things. I think that your plans and goals can change a little bit, but if you don't start with writing them down, then you don't have anywhere to start from and to change it to. So I like to kind of break things down into kind of really good bite-sized, areas, like kind of point forms. So I have an overall goal for the year. And then I like to talk about, in those goals, how can I break it down so that it is in kind of manageable, actionable chunks. Like, what do I need to do to achieve this goal or to make something happen? Like, what are the steps involved, and kind of work backwards from there so that I know where to start. And then I know that I just have to kind of can't speak. Then I know I just have to like start at the beginning, do the first step, and then I can do the second step and then the third step and on until I get to where I want to be. So I like to look at what the end goal is and then kind of work my way backwards and then figure out where do I start. So it's not so overwhelming. And then I can just tell myself, I just need to do this one thing. Just do this one thing first and not think about the end goal of it, because sometimes the end goal is so overwhelming to us, and that's what keeps us scared, is like doing the thing that we've always dreamed of doing. And that big dream or big goal can leave us paralyzed, I think, and leave us doing nothing and taking no action because we think it's too hard. I can't do it. I will never get there. But you can get there. Everything is doable. You just need to, like I said, look at the big picture. What's your end goal? Work backwards. Like, what are the steps I need to get there? And then just start with that first baby step. And then every time you get one of those little baby steps done, you're going to feel good that you've accomplished something and that it is achievable and it is doable. So if you take all those little baby steps, they add up. And then 1 year from now, you're going to be in a way different place than you are right now. And you can look back and see your progress. And it might take years to get to where you want to be. Like, nothing's built overnight. But if you don't start now, that point will never come, because you need to start now to get things done in time. Like, I know for my goals, it's going to probably take me several years to get where I think I want to be. I mean, and that could change as I go. I could set the bar higher. I could change it to a different goal. I don't know. But if I don't have that point to start from, then I don't know what direction to go. I don't know what steps to take. I don't know what actions to take. And I can't complete those. So I just really think that it's important to start writing things down, and that way you have something that you can go back and look at, and that you can visually see, like, here's what I want to do. Have a little checklist of, I need to do this, 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 and this in order to do this. And I need to do this before I can do that. So, and everybody is going to have different dreams and different goals and different things that they want to achieve. So it's going to be different for everybody, but you have to think, like, for what I want to do, where am I going to get started? So if you watched any of my videos before, you know that I am working towards becoming a full-time artist, and I'm currently working full-time. Well, I'm working 4 days a week currently, trying hard not to go back to that 5th day a week, but we'll see what happens this year, because everything is very expensive, as most of you anywhere in the world will know. But I am currently working mostly full-time, and then I do my YouTube videos every other week, and then I'm trying to create an art-based business that I can also make an income from, which eventually I would love to make my full-time job and leave my 9 to 5. That is the goals. That's what I'm working towards. And as we know, that's not something you can do overnight or even in a year. It takes some time, it takes some planning, it takes some courage, and it takes a lot of inspired action. So that's what I'm really working towards. Even though when it's tough, if you saw my last video, you know that I struggle in the month of January, in the winter, when it's dark, when it's cold, and I don't feel creative, and I feel sad and down. But I've had a few weeks to relax, and now I'm ready to kind of start planning my year and start doing things again. So I'm ready to go. I'm excited to do this, and I thought it would be a great video to make this week so that we can all kind of get started now and look towards a really awesome, successful year. So I'm here to encourage all of you that if there is something on your heart right now, on your mind, something that you've been wanting to do and you haven't gotten started yet, if you have not gotten started, then I want you to make this the year that you get started, because I know you can all do it. You just have to start. And it can be the tiniest little thing. Like maybe you're starting a YouTube channel, and I know some of you want to do that because you've made comments, and I'm excited for all of you, and I'm still encouraging all of you to start your YouTube channel. Whether it's something you just do for yourself because you want to document whatever it is you're doing, or whether you want to create a channel that you can create an income from, that you can build into something and you want to be a content creator, or whether it's just some way to show it whatever it is that you're doing for your business or art that you make or how you create something. There's lots of reasons to do YouTube videos, and a lot of them you don't even have to show your face. You can just show what it is you're doing, and those are really great videos as well. So I want to encourage you all just to try it. Like, try different forms of video to see like the kind that you like to make, like what feels good to you, what feels easy to you. My point is just get out the camera and film something and upload it. Like, that's the first step. And as we know, like, no one's going to see it at the beginning. So don't worry about anyone even seeing it. Maybe a couple people might, but that's where you got to start. So I want you all to just do one thing. Maybe it is, you want to start selling artwork that you make. You can't sell anything if you don't offer it to people. So, start, whether it's posting on Instagram or, just telling family and friends, going to an in-person market, start selling whatever it is that you create. Like, just start doing it and see what happens. It's always the scariest, thinking about it before it's done. And like I keep saying to people, like, it's always hard until you've done it. And once you've done it, it's not hard anymore because you've already done it. So you know it's possible. So you have to think about all these things and just say, what's the worst that can happen? And if you can be okay with the worst that can happen, like maybe someone doesn't like something that you make, maybe someone thinks you're silly, whatever. That's the worst that can happen. Get comfortable with that as the outcome. And then anything after that is bonus. It's awesome because maybe people like what you're doing. Maybe you get encouraged by people to do whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe you make some money doing it. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen, and it's okay to try things and fail. Like, that's practicing. That's how you know you're going in the right direction. If it's not working, then you're not going in the right direction. But when things start to work and things start to click and things start to build, then you know that you're going in the right direction. And I think that's what it's all about. It's just you keep going till you figure out what makes sense and what works for you, and you go from there. And that's what I want everybody to do. I just want you to stop being afraid and just start doing the things that you think you're afraid of. Because once you do them, then they're not scary anymore. Just take inspired action a little bit every day. Really adds up to a lot of things before you know it. So I'm encouraging everyone. I'm like, please just start, because I just want you all to be doing things that you've always been dreaming of doing. And I know you can do it. I know you can do it. You can do it. And let me know in the comments if you've been trying something or you've been putting off doing something and this is the year that you're going to make it happen, or in the last year you've just started doing something that you thought was scary but now you're doing it. I want you to let me know. I want to know what you guys are working on and what you guys are doing, because that makes me excited as well to hear what it is you're doing. So have that mindset. What's the worst that can happen? Take inspired action every day and do something little here and there. And before you know it, it won't be so scary anymore. And you'll be like, why didn't I start this sooner? It's actually not so bad. I kind of like it. So that's what I want for everybody in 2025. You're going to be successful, or at least you're going to be on the path to being successful, because you got to build it up. And sometimes it takes time. Like last year was kind of a foundation year for me. I was trying things out. I was experimenting, I was playing, I was working on skills, I was building things up, and I didn't make a lot of money last year, but I feel like I'm in a way better place than I was at this time last January. Last January, in 2024 January, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a direction. I didn't have any goals. I couldn't figure out what niche I wanted to be in to make art with. Like, how did I want to make money with art? What kind of art did I want to make? I was still trying to figure out if that's what I wanted to do. I had this YouTube channel going, but I wasn't posting consistently because I was doubting myself, basically, was what was happening. But when I look back at last January, and then I look at everything that I've accomplished in 2024, and most of it since really June or July, when I kind of figured out my direction. I figured out my goals halfway through the year. And then I look back and see how much I've accomplished just really in the second half of 2024. I realize, like what I've been talking about, it's all those little things that I was doing has built me to a certain place where I'm starting off in 2025 with clear direction on what I want to do, where I want to go, the things I want to accomplish. And I'm starting this year knowing, like, basically diving headfirst into all of it, because I know what I want to do and I'm excited to get going on it. And I'm so excited to see what I can accomplish in the next 12 months, knowing what I did last year and really only about 6 months, like once I kind of figured things out and had some goals. Then I feel like the sky's the limit. And then whatever I can accomplish this year, next year, I'm so excited to see where I'm going to start from, and then what I'm going to do again next year, because there's so many things that you can do. Anyways, I'm just, as you can tell, I'm very excited about it. Of all the things that I want to accomplish in 2025, I think it's going to be a really great year. And I just want to stay focused and, eyes on the prize, like inspired action every day. And that doesn't mean I can't rest and relax and take time off, because you need to do those things as well. And there might be days where I don't feel like doing anything. But when I do have the energy and when I do have the time commitment and I'm ready to go, I know what it is that I need to do. And those are the things I'll be working on. So I just wanted to kind of go over quickly what my goals are for 2025, like what am I going to be working on and how I've kind of broken it down. If anybody's interested, I don't know, maybe you're not, but I'm going to put it out there so I have something to come back to and kind of document it. So I did do a video about what I did last year, but I haven't done a video yet about my goals for this year. So here we go. So basically, I am reading some notes because I kind of have things written down a little bit so I don't forget. But like when I was sitting down to create kind of a plan and a goal for this year, I've kind of broken it down into 2 parts. Okay, sorry, there was a truck backing up and that was annoying. I don't even know where I was. Oh yes, my plans for 2025 and how I'm going to create success this year for myself. What are my plans? So I've kind of broken things down into 2 parts, and one is the art side of my business. And the fact that I want to become a full-time illustrator. And so what am I working on this year to head towards, making art and making an income with my art. The second half of my plan is I guess it's all, I would call it the business side. One is doing this YouTube channel, and I'm committing to doing a video every other week. this year, so I should have a total of 26 videos in 2024, in 2025, a minimum 26 videos, because who knows, I might do a bonus video here or there if I have something that I need to talk about or that I want to share. I could put additional videos out, but at the very least, I'm going to put out a video every other week, so that should be 26 videos, right? For 2025. So I want to commit to that, and I want those videos to be kind of a combination of things that I hope are inspiring to you guys to be going for your goals and dreams and doing what you have always wanted to do creatively, and then also sharing my journey about what I'm doing. And then that kind of give myself accountability to do what I'm doing, because I want to like talk about it throughout the year. And then the other part is I want to start doing more content about helping you guys start your creative business. So more business, I guess, information, education, telling you everything that I've learned about entrepreneurship and business, because I have been educating myself on it for so long now. I feel like I know so much, and I want to help other people with that part, because I know that there's a lot of creatives, people that are artistic, creative, whatever, but they want to make an income with their skills and their creativity, but they don't know anything about business because that's not something they've ever studied. And I feel like I'm in a good position where I have a really good balance of both. Like I love like the nerdy analytics and the business side and the numbers and the business plans and all that. I love all that, but I also love being creative, and I want to help other people. I want to help give them the information that they might need to get started if that's what's stopping you from getting started. So I want to make a lot more content about how to start a business for small like creatives and people that are just getting started. I want it to be like really easy to understand and actionable, so that it's not overwhelming. So you can say, okay, I know I need to do this and then this and then this, and then I can get started without thinking about crazy, big business ideas, or thinking that I'm not a business person, I can't do it. But I know that you can. So I want to help you guys. So I want to do a lot more videos that helps you get your business started. That's my goals, because I love talking about that stuff. So that's the area I want to have my YouTube channel headed in this year. And then the other side of it is the community that has grown here. I really want to, and you've been asking for it ever since that one video went out, and we found that there was a lot of people like us, like midlife artists and creatives, that are looking to switch over into a creative based business, that you want to make an income from what you do, and that maybe it's either going to be on the side, or it's going to be, maybe you want to be full time and ditch your 9 to 5, or just do something different. And there's a lot of us that are now in this situation, I think, especially midlife, and we're going through a lot of changes, and it's time that we want to actually do big things and see those dreams come to life. And I'm starting the community, which I've talked about before. I know, it's been a while, but the exciting part is that I finally figured out the platform that I want to use to build that community on, so that we have a place to connect and get to know each other and help each other and support each other. And I've already started putting that together, and I think it should be ready in the next few weeks. I'm hoping February 1st, but maybe the week after. But it's soon, guys. It's soon. I know, and I'm sorry to everyone that's been on the waiting list for months. I think it was a platform issue. The one I was trying to use wasn't working, and I didn't like it, so I avoided it. But I've discovered the new place that I think is going to be great for all of us to grow a community on, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm working on it really hard now to get it all up and running, and it will be online soon. So if you haven't signed up for the wait list, it'll be in the description, and I will notify you from there. But I will also put out a video when I'm launching it, so hopefully in the next week or two. That's my goal. I'm very excited, and I'm working hard on it. I promise. And it's going to be an awesome place for us all to get to know each other. So I'm really excited. So stay tuned for that. So those are the 3 parts, I guess, to what I'm working on this year. It's the art side, the YouTube side, and the community side. And those and then my full-time job. But hopefully I can grow enough of this to possibly go to 3 days a week at some time in the next year, which would give me more time to spend on doing all these things with my art and with the community and with my YouTube channel. So we'll see. Eventually, I'd like the pendulum to swing a bit so that I spend less time at my corporate job and more time with creative and business things. That's the goals. I gotta have goals. So with my art side of the business, I am really going to dive deep into working on my live illustration skills, because it's something that I'm just exploring right now, because I really want to start doing live event illustration. So I'm working on my speed and my style of how I want my sketches to look, because there's lots of different mediums I can use. It could be watercolor, it could be marker, it could be pencil, like colored pencil, it could be, I know there's a couple different mediums that I think would work well for this. So I'm just now, when I have time, working on doing practice drawings and seeing how fast I can do things. And I really want to build that side of the business up. And then tied in with that is I can still also do those type of sketches, and I want to add more Etsy listings to do more custom illustrations in that live event sketching style for, say, weddings, special events, anything like that. So I want to really work on adding more listings to my Etsy shop where I can get custom work for those illustrations and paintings. So those are kind of the big focus. I still want to pursue art licensing, and I think creating illustrations and paintings and images in the wedding industry type drawings are things that I can still use in a portfolio. So I want to, add listings for things like even spot illustrations for people to use in their wedding invitations, or something that they might use printed out at the wedding venue on the night of, like maybe on their drink list, or, there's just a lot of opportunities. Maybe it gets into, custom wedding like wedding invitations, or I can help people with. So there's kind of that whole fashion / wedding / events area that I think I'm really going to be focusing on, as well as the Etsy side of things, where I can sell my illustrations there. I still would like to do like just really fun illustrations that are just sold as wall art prints, but I think it might be a combination of that. You can see here I'll show my Etsy shop a little bit, like what's in there, and kind of the illustration that I only have 2 listings right now for the custom dress, the wedding dress illustration, but it's done in a very like technical, almost very tight illustration style, and I want to work on the looser quick sketching style. Maybe I'll keep offering both, but that's what I want to work on for the art side of things this year. So I'm going to find the balance of doing art, like practicing, posting, maybe getting some live event sessions scheduled. That will be kind of scary doing the first one, because the first time you do anything is scary, but I know once I do it, it'll be like, no problem, I got this, let's bring on more of those. So the balance of making art and starting to make money with the art that I'm making, and my YouTube channel and the community, and then also my 9-to-5 job, I think I'm going to be really busy this year, but it all is very exciting to me. So I think it's all very doable, and I think I'm capable of doing it. And I don't want to burn myself out or anything. So sometimes these things take longer if you have more than one thing you're working on. You just have to give yourself the grace to know that every week you can't work on everything. So some days, some weeks it might just be a YouTube video. Some weeks it might just be doing some illustrations. And some weeks it might just be working in the community. So that's what I'm planning. I'm excited about it. I hope that you're excited about your year too. I want to hear about what you're planning and what you've got going on. I just want to make 2025 the best year that I can be, no matter what's going on in the world, because the world is crazy right now. So I'm going to try not to think about it and just worry about what I can control, which is my life and what I work on and what I put out into the world. And I just want to, like, if I can, you know, bring some light to other people and shine my light and encourage people, inspire people, educate people, bring people together in community, whatever it is, that is all I can ask for. That's all I can do, so I can do my part. So that's all I've got for you this week. I hope some of that helped. I don't know if it did or not. I hope it did. And I hope you're working on your big plans for 2025. And I'm wishing you guys all the best, sending lots of love. And we'll see you next time. Take care, guys. Thanks.